Hello, hello, hello. Happy Sunday. Kind of a cloudy, dreary day today. But we're going to talk today about how to argue with a narcissist. Because I know that's one of the most difficult things to do, is to argue with a narcissist. Because they're always right. But you and I both know they're not always right. There's only one being in this universe that is right all the time, and that's God. And even He makes mistakes. I hate being diabetic. It's like never-ending hot flashes. And this room doesn't have a fan. But that's okay. Okay. Let's get on with the topic. Narcissists. So, here are some tips to dealing with a narcissist in an argument. Try to stay calm. Try to keep your tone calm. I am just sweating bullets here. And in doing that, I'm going to sweat off my makeup. Lord, have mercy. My head's wet. So stay calm. Be assertive. Stick to the facts. Use we language. Don't share your feelings. Acknowledge their feelings. Take a break. Step away. And consider the impact. So let's discuss staying calm. Try to keep your tone calm and steady when the narcissist is yelling. I know that's difficult to do, but you can do it. It is something you can do. Be assertive. Clearly state your needs and boundaries without apologizing. Because why should you apologize for your needs? Stick to the facts. Avoid general accusations, which can easily be denied or twisted. Using the we language, try to remind the narcissist that we're in this together. Don't share your feelings. Expressing emotions can make it easier for the narcissist to twist the conversation into their direction. Acknowledge that they have feelings. This may help soothe the narcissist. And you may need to take a break if you need to step away from the conversation to gather your thoughts. Don't hesitate to do so. It might help the narcissist too. Take a break. We did that. Consider the impact. Before engaging with a narcissist, consider how your actions might impact their self-concept. Whew. That means my sugar's dropping. People with narcissistic personality disorder can be manipulative and may use tactics like gaslighting. Turning the blame on you. And being disrespectful. They may also be quick to anger, self-centered, and enjoy the attention. Hold your ground and get your point across when arguing with a narcissist. If you do not believe that you are to blame for something, never agree with that assessment. If you're arguing with a narcissist, being firm with your boundaries will help you stand your ground. You should also acknowledge the narcissist's feelings, because it may help soothe them. God, I hate sweating. Especially when I'm just sitting doing nothing physical. But that's okay. Don't hesitate to step away when arguing with a narcissist. It might help. Arguing with a narcissist can be extremely difficult. People with narcissistic personality disorder feel very little empathy for others and are often very manipulative. They may use tactics like turning the blame on you, gaslighting you, resorting to disrespectful behaviors. But if you need to get your point across, you just get out of the argument. There are a few key phrases you can use. Here's what you can say to a narcissist that can help set boundaries and calm them down, or just end the conversation. Okay, so there are several strategies you can use that may work to de-escalate fights or arguments with a narcissist. Okay, my glasses don't even want to stay on. Okay, many of these strategies involve soothing the narcissist and taking charge of the narrative. Instead of reacting defensively when attacked or gaslighted, to communicate effectively, you need to consider how a narcissist thinks, meaning what they value, and you will respond to what not to do. Don't directly confront a narcissist. Pointing out that they are wrong or lying does not work. You won't change their view. The narcissist will just shift tactics. Don't talk about your feelings because narcissists have a lack of compassion. This won't get through them. What you should do is display empathy with their feelings. Even if you don't really feel it, showing empathy will help de-escalate an argument and soothe the narcissist if they become aggressive. Make them feel heard. Narcissists like feeling important. Make them feel heard. Narcissists like feeling important, so if you need them to calm down, it can help to show them that you're listening and you value their perspective. Set clear boundaries. It's important to ask a narcissist to respect boundaries by setting clear rules around how you are allowed to treat you, how they are allowed to treat you. For example, you should insist that you will not stand for yelling or name calling. If you do this, you stand a greater chance of being treated better. And in the way psychologists and sometimes these sentences don't make sense the way they're written. If you do this, you stand a greater chance of being treated better in the way we all deserve, with respect. That's right. Phrases you can use in an argument. There are no magical sets of words that can work for every person with NPD. However, there are better and worse types of responses. Here are a few phrases you can try. I don't agree with that. This is not my fault. Narcissists will often try to manipulate a conversation by turning the blame on you, even for things that are clearly not your fault. For example, they might forget to set their morning alarm and wake up late, but then say it's your fault for not reminding them. No, you got a brain. If you do not believe that you are to blame for something, never agree with that. You might be in for an exhausting argument, but the boundary is important. If a narcissist can't get you to accept the blame, this makes it less likely that they will try this tactic in the future. That's true. What you could say to that is, I hear you, what you're saying, and that must have been disappointing to wake up late. It is what it is. This is another key way to avoid playing the blame game with a narcissist. Instead of arguing with the narcissist, when a narcissist points a finger at you, you make an empathetic statement that tries to capture what you think the narcissist is feeling. True. Using the morning alarm example, you might say, it must have been so disappointing to find that your alarm didn't go off, or it must have been painful to be late to work again. Don't let them keep the blame on you. It's not your fault. Their alarm, their time, their job. It may feel frustrating to show the narcissist sympathy, but nothing you say is going to change their point of view or behavior. It's about you knowing that you are not to blame and just putting a bow on the conversation and letting it go. I can see it's important to you, and it's hard for me to focus on your message when you're yelling. Please tell me again in a quieter tone so I can hear what you want. That's true. It's harder to understand somebody yelling than it is when somebody talks quietly. But narcissists don't always understand that. If a narcissist raises their voice at you, it's important to set a clear boundary. You don't want to reinforce that it's okay for someone to yell or swear at you. This phrase works because it focuses on what the narcissist wants and feels, but avoids blaming and shaming and judging them, which would provoke an even more extreme reaction from them. You're also promising to listen to what the narcissist wants, which can be soothing for them and still keeping it vague. This can lower the intensity of the argument. Or, depending on the argument, I guess we don't agree, or we're having different experiences. Narcissists will also try to gaslight you and make you feel like your memories and perceptions of reality are wrong. For example, if you tell a narcissist you don't like the way they yelled at you in front of your friends, they might say, "That never happened, you're crazy." Yeah, I've heard that one before. Pushing back or holding your ground in these conversations is more about knowing what gaslighting is, holding on to your reality, and not trying to convince them of your reality. Or you could say, if you're in the middle of a discussion, argument, you can always say, "You're giving me a lot to think about. I'm going to take a minute to gather my thoughts." Okay. Get lost here. I hear what you're saying. We weren't talking about that right now, but we can after we talk about what we're talking about. They like to change the subject. They like to confuse the issue. Start talking about one thing and then pull in something else. And they do that so they can control the conversation and control how you feel. And make you feel less of a person. So we have to work hard at not allowing that to happen. And you can do that. I can do that. We can all do that. And we'll all feel better at the end of the day. So what I want you to do is think about these things that we've discussed today. And if you have any questions, have any comments, please leave questions, leave comments, and know that I love you and that tomorrow is another day, and you have a wonderful Sunday. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.